It's that time again as Iron Country brings you the Fishin Hole. Keep up to date with the latest products and learn fishing tactics from some of the best anglers across North America.
Let's give him a warm welcome this morning to the Fishin Hole 2014 National Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame inductee Dale Stroshine. And this week's guest, we are going to introduce to you Larry Smith from Larry Smith Outdoors. We bring you another fantastic guest this week. It's legendary Al Linder on the Fishin Hole.
And my pleasure to be here, Jeff. Looking forward to it.
Here's your host, Hurricane Jerry.
Good morning, Hurricane Jerry, with you as we talk fishing in the State Line area every Saturday morning at 7:20 a.m. here on Iron Country 101.9 and 1490. You can stream anywhere at ironcountry.fm or even download that free TuneIn Radio app, and you can pick that up on your Google Play Store and listen from your iPhone or any mobile device. The Fishin' Hole this morning brought to you by Harbor Recreation, Southern Wisconsin's boating headquarters on Lake Koshkonong. You can check them out at harborrec.com. I've been plugging the last few weeks, and we've got comedian Charlie Berens with us today. I'm sure you heard of the Manitowoc Minute. And Charlie, you know, he's a very avid fisherman. And Charlie, welcome to the Fishin' Hole, and how's it going today?
Look, Hurricane Jerry, anytime I can be on the Fishin' Hole, it's just an honor. It's really a great to be. I'm going to quote Larry Smith here. It's a great day to be alive when I can be on Hurricane Jerry's fishing show. Okay?
There you go.
Fishin' Hole, okay?
Now, I think you might.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think. Do you think Larry that might cost you there? He might. Using his little saying.
You know, Larry, he charges me by the word. Okay, so if I'm going to say it with spaces in between, so he can't charge me. It's space, space, great, space, day. You get it. So okay, so that's about $7 or $8 I own. So, but that's okay. I'll give it to him. You know, he lost one of my lures actually, so he owes me it.
Well, there you go. You're even now. Hey, Charlie, who was your biggest influence when it comes to fishing? It's got to be Grandpa Bob, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Grandpa Bob, absolutely, 100%. You know, Grandpa Bob actually he was a muskie slayer in his day, absolutely, but a walleye guy. But what Grandpa Bob loved doing the most is actually sitting over a perch hole in Lake Winnebago, okay, and just tight lining, and he would just slam them perch all day. Now, Grandpa Bob's biggest enemy, okay, was them sheephead, though. He was not a fan of them sheephead robbing them blind.
No, yeah, those goats. Yeah, they call them goats on Winnebago, I do believe.
He actually called them a different four-letter word.
Oh, yeah, I think does it start with the S? And then
it
head.
Starts with F. It starts with S, yes. It starts with POS. A lot of different names. The B word, too. I'm not going to say any of those because if you're, again, of those violations from the FCC. But you get the picture.
I get the picture. Charlie, have you ever slayed a big muskie before? Have you? What's your biggest muskie?
Oh, yeah. I was out on the bay at Green Bay going with a guide out there and got a, I want to say it was a 52-incher, okay, and I got video evidence of that because I wouldn't come on this show and say I caught a 52-incher unless there was video evidence because I know your audience in their head is mumbling a B and then an S, okay, so, but there is a video of that out there, okay?
No, I believe you because I did see it on social media on your site. I did see that, so...
Oh, you did see that one. Yeah, that's the biggest one I caught. And then, honestly, I've only caught my other muskie catches are like, straight out of the womb, pretty much. I pretty much caught muskie minnows after that.
Okay. Have you ever eaten muskie before?
I've never eaten muskie. People have said they're not good eating fish, and I haven't caught enough to test that one out.
Yeah, that's
when I caught the one on the. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, that's a cardinal sin. I mean, when it comes to, especially the muskie anglers in Wisconsin, you never eat a muskie. I mean...
Well, definitely not, no. I mean, now, a northern pike, that's a different story, okay? I got that whole Y-bone fillet down, and I'll eat them all day, but not them muskie.
No. And Charlie, for those of you that are listening this morning, I know you slayed the muskies, or actually the walleyes with Larry on his show last year. What's your favorite way to catch a walleye? So for those of you who are serious anglers out there, you got to have a real tip or secret.
Yeah. So, what you can, I actually got a Mepps walleye kit that I like to dip into every now and again. But if I'm being honest with myself, my favorite way to do it is get a jig. I'm not telling you which color, okay, and put a leech on her, and then toss her out there and do the thing where you drag her and then reel her back in, drag her, and then you feel a little bump, open the bail, and hope she takes her, and then let her rip. That's what I like to do.
That's a pretty good tip right there. I got another fishing question here. You ever hear of a weed carp? You know what a weed carp is?
A weed carp. I've heard of weed and I've heard of carp, and I haven't mixed the two yet.
Okay, that would be for those walleye anglers who don't like to catch bass. They call them weed carp. So.
Oh, you know what? That is, you learn something new every day. Now, I get it too, and those are the guys probably. It's probably kind of like the whole sheephead situation with Grandpa Bob with the perch. Except, bass, I'm telling you, they are fun to catch. Well, honestly, a sheephead's fun to catch, too, until you see it's a sheephead.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. You know what a gravel carp is?
Gravel carp, you're going to go ahead and explain that.
Okay, let me explain what a gravel carp. A gravel carp is the slang version for a walleye. So bass anglers always say, "Hey, well, you catch those gravel carp, and us walleye anglers like myself and Larry, they catch weed carp." So,
well, you know what? What I want to say is, why can't everyone just get along? And then I say that, but as it's coming out of my mouth, I just have such terrible anger for them sheepheads. So I get it. I get where everyone's coming from, but maybe one day all anglers can just say, you know what, a fish is a fish.
Exactly.
Unless, of course, it's a carp. Then get out of here, okay?
Yeah, exactly. I got to believe, have you ever heard of the superstition, when you eat a banana on the boat, it brings you bad luck? Did you ever eat a banana on the boat?
I'll tell you this much. I have not. I can't remember if I've ever eaten a banana on the boat. Usually, if I'm going fishing, the main source of food I'm bringing on the boat in my tackle box, I load her up, is the carbohydrates from the beer. Okay, so that's pretty much the only food source I tend to bring on a boat.
Yeah, a little jerky. Yes, yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, some turkey too. Sure, if you want to get fancy with it. But where did this come from?
Where did what come from?
The banana.
Oh, the banana thing. That's just like the banana thing is, I don't know who made that up or who started that, but they say if you eat a banana on a boat, it's going to give you bad luck and you're not going to catch any fish.
Well, no, you know what? I tend to say, if a banana, I think too, what are you going to do with the banana when it's done? You're going to toss the peel into water. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, listen, I've tossed some junk out there when I'm fishing for muskies, okay? And I've tossed some ugly-looking lures, things that I'm like, you will never catch a muskie off this. So honestly, now stay with me here.
Okay.
But what if you found a way to get some hooks onto a banana peel? I honestly think that might be a very convincing muskie bait, okay? Because, yeah, and if you think I'm full of it, well, just look at some of the muskie baits I'm throwing, okay? And you're going to look at them and say you're never going to catch anything but maybe like an old boat anchor with that guy. Yeah,
I can kind of see that with the coloring and the yellowish, kind of a bright color, a couple treble hooks on there. I think you, Charlie, you might be onto something here.
I might be onto something. I'll tell you this much: it'll work at least as good as half of the stuff in my tackle box, because that hasn't caught me nothing.
I got one more question before we talk about your venue, your show coming up in Whitewater. If you could pick one Green Bay Packer to fish with, who would it be, past or present? I mean, I know you love the Packers.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love the Packers, and you know what? I want to put it out there. I'll pick up a present one. I would say, the Rodgers. Now I know that's going to seem like a Hail Mary pass, but if the Rodgers is listening, and honestly, I think he might be. Let's go fishing, guys. Let's toss some junk.
Yeah.
Let's put some hooks on a banana and see what happens.
Yeah, you got to.
Now,
yeah.
That last statement's going to sound really weird out of context, so don't go editing me down here and have that be the advertisement for the show. On Saturday, we got Charlie, and here's a clip hey, Rogers, let's put some hooks on a banana and see what happens. Why don't we not do that, okay?
All right. Yeah, and I appreciate it. I know we're a little close to we're on the state line. We're out of Beloit. We're really close to Illinois, and I know we got a lot of Bear fans that are probably listening this morning. So just kind of,
Yeah, and listen, I just want to say to all the Bear fans, I'm so sorry for your loss and all the losses. And that's a lot of losses. And I sincerely apologize for them.
All right. Charlie, you got a show coming up at Young Auditorium, UW Whitewater, Saturday, October 19th. Show is 8 o'clock. And tickets on sale right now, and I see there's availability for a VIP meet and greet too for the first 100. So I don't know if there's any.
Oh yeah, they got that going.
Yeah, they got that going.
So yeah, you get to meet and greet. I'll bring beer, you bring yourself, and it'll be a good time.
So yeah, it should be an awesome time, and it's all for a good cause, benefiting the Whitewater Police Department, the K-9 unit. So it's all good. So Charlie, I want to thank you for your 10 minutes of fishing tactics this morning here, and you know what? We're going to have to talk fishing again maybe sometime down the road.
Oh, my gosh, let's do it. It's really an honor, okay, to be on the show today, Hurricane Jerry, Mr. Hurricane, Dr. Hurricane. You just keep her moving, and as always, go Packers. And again, I won't finish that statement because half your fan base likes them Bears, and also the FCC gives out fines, and I don't want to do that to you.
All right. Sounds good, Charlie, and good talking to you.
Okay. All righty, keep her moving, guy.
All right, talk to you later. That is Charlie Berens of the Manitowoc Minute. Well, there you go. You've learned a lot. A muskie, the key muskie bait would be a banana and a couple treble hooks. So that's pretty good. Charlie Berens this morning here on the Fishin Hole. That's going to wrap up our show this week. Thanks for listening this morning, and maybe they might have some of those banana peels up at the Rock River Bait Box with the treble hook. We're going to have to talk to Brian, and maybe I think Charlie's on to something here. The show is brought to you by the Rock River Bait Box in Fort Atkinson on Rock River Road. Next to the Rock River, they've got a wide selection of live bait and tackle. Your home for St. Croix rods, Acme tackle, and your only authorized dealer for RS nets in southern Wisconsin. And again, they've got the old Hickory utility buildings up at the Rock River Bait Box, too. They've got a wide selection outside. If they don't have what you need, they've got a whole catalog where you can actually order those. Again, thanks to Charlie Berens of the Manitowoc Minute joining us this morning here on the Fishin Hole. And I don't know where you can get these banana muskie, crankbaits or surface baits, but I'm sure we're going to have to talk to Brian, and maybe we can come up with the official Charlie Berens Manitowoc Minute banana muskie baits. So I think that's going to be one of the key baits to catch muskies this fall. Charlie's on to something, I know that. Again, thanks to our producer, Tyler Zaboskis, for producing the show. And coming up next, we've got news, sports, and weather here on Iron Country 101.9 and 1490.